At least they didn't go out like chumps. We knew they were going to take the L. At least they didn't go out like chumps. So it could have been far worse. I want you guys just to feast your eyes on this, just real quick. Tell me what you think about this. Can you see? What you all think? Can you see that? The league is still active. The league is still active. That's 30 G's. Yeah, next one have 919. Haaland has 19 as well. 30 G's. So yeah, just thought that, you can view that. Like and subscribe, man. How do we start this? Bayern aren't invincible. They're amazing, and you're gonna have to be amazing to beat them. And this just shows you how strong this team are, because they show how they can react. They show that they're not beaten until they are beaten. But this team can be beaten. Dortmund didn't have Sancho, key creative player, attacking player as well. They didn't have Guerrero, key left back, and Dortmund could have been 3 up. They could have scored 3 Gs up in here. But Bayern have a way of playing, and the notion is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They will give you chances. They will give you opportunities. They'll play the high line. They'll take a lot of risks. But what does the scoreline say? Yes, they were under a lot of pressure. Yes, Dortmund could have scored more. But what is the final score says? Bayern Munich 4, Dortmund 2, which means that, yeah, let's keep it going. Let us no more programming. Let us resume. No more programming is resumed. But what I said in my preview was, okay, Dortmund, if you're going to lose, don't get pimped. Don't get pimped. And I think even more so when you realize that Haaland was taken off because of Tuesday, no Sancho, no Guerrero. For Dortmund, you know what? All right. A loss is still bad. And this now means that most likely Dortmund will be in Europa next season, because I think they're now Frankfurt are now I think 5 or 6 points ahead. So, but at least you didn't go out like chumps. So one thing to lose, another thing to lose like a bunch of chumps with a bunch of losers. And in previous meetings, they have lost like a bunch of losers. So there you go. Leroy Sané gave birth. He gave birth to a brand spanking new baby boy weighing about 14, 15 pounds. He gave birth to whoever that the defender was, because he sold him for a bag of peanuts, wine gums, and fruit pastels. Totally sold him. Totally sold that dude cotton, and now is a big reason why that first goal came through. Lewandowski scored it, but that was all Sané, because Sané destroyed that dude completely. Sold him apart, took him over, and boom. And that's what Sané can do. He can be frustrating, lose balls here and there, but Sané's individual skill and an ability to cash a check and bring in that silk, that is what Gnabry can bring and Koeman can bring. As we said in my preview, Koeman, Gnabry, Sané, they'll bring something different. I think for Sané, he's got that magical individual skill quality that I don't think Gnabry or Koeman have, although they can do things that Leroy Sané can't do. Then for the penalty, boom, it is what it is. Like, when I saw the replay, I was like, oh, this is a penalty. Like, Dahu, you have no issue. Like, he completely got him. So, and at 2-2 before halftime, I was like, yeah, game is over. Bayern can do this. It's all done. Now let's give it a stack. Why didn't the referee go to the monitor for when Kimmich fouled Royce? That was a foul. Like, when they showed it on slow motion, you saw the leg of you saw the leg of Kimmich. So the leg of Kimmich go into the back of Royce. So before Royce could really take a shot or really move, it was affected because of the contacts made by Kimmich on his right thigh. So I was like, why hasn't that been given? But overall, the quality of Bayern shone through. I think for Hits, he knew that look, man. Um, because Dortmund fans will say, "Oh no, why did you take off Haaland, man? We could have done this." Because you see, let's think about that. It's 2-2. It's 2-all. This is a player who's already scored 2 goals already. Goal scoring freak. Do you think it was wrong to take him off to save him for Tuesday? Whereas if you look at the league table, this is a game that you should have won. No, so this is a game that you could have won, and with the game finally poised at 2-2, you don't have Sancho and so forth. Royce is a bit older. Do you think that he should have kept Haaland on? Because Haaland is a kind of player who we don't know how many goals that this guy can score goals at will. He can score goals at will. So it's one of those things. But yeah, but hits, he did what he did. Shout out to him because he feels like, hey, we have a great opportunity against Sevilla, and we have our most prized possession, our goal scoring phenom, and for me, I wanna save him. I wanna keep him nice and fresh. So look, shouts to him then. So look, overall, I think as soon as Haaland came on, they brought on some guy from the road called Hedge or whatever their name is. Bayern were like, now it's not time for us to completely execute. Goretzka getting that G, and Lewandowski getting his hat-trick, as we see that Lewandowski on 30 Gs right now. That's 30 Gs. I think only solely in the Bundesliga. So fun game, interesting game, and I think when you look at that game, it's the story of Bayern Munich where if you're not incisive and you're not clinical, I don't make those key decisions in transition, you lose. Because these guys will come for you. So if you don't punish them, you will lose. And you look at the game as 2-0. Like if Dortmund had managed just to keep themselves at 2-0 or 2-1 into halftime, it would have been very interesting. But as I said again, Bayern were coming very aggressively at Dortmund. And a team coming at you so aggressively, you have an outball. You have an opportunity to hit them in the transition, which is what Dortmund did. But lack of quality, lack of indecision, maybe being a bit unlucky with a 50-50 ball here and there, they were unable to do so. But that's in that period in time, 2-0, because I think Rodney said something on Twitch. He said that, did Dortmund score too early? And in my mind is, what does too early mean? For me, that is a loser's way of viewing anything. It doesn't matter where you score. You should be confident enough to hold the lead or add to it, because, at 2-0 up, yes, Bayern are going to come at you very aggressively. So it's going to be tough to defend a team that's good who are coming at you with such force. But you have an outball. No tactic has no weaknesses. Every tactic, every formation, every strategy has a weakness. Everything. There has been no tactic, no team that look at the same man. There are no weaknesses. No, every freaking team has a freaking weakness. And Dortmund, it was about these guys are playing extremely high. If you're a bit smarter, a bit more cunning, a bit more nimble and nifty on the ball, you can be able to outsmart and get through the kind of pressure that Sule or Boateng are putting you guys under, man. But for Bayern, look, it's Hansi Flick isn't going to change. I think even more so, judging from this game, Hansi Flick will say to his mind that this team always believes. Always believes. As long as our referee blows a whistle, this team always believes that we will win. 2-0 down, 3-0 down, 4. We give away 5 chances. We will find a way. We've got a goal-scoring freak in Lewandowski. We've got some of the best, smartest, most effective wide men in Gnabry, Coman, and Sane. We have a very skillful, effective, economical midfield in Joshua Kimmich, Goretzka, and so forth. And we've got defenders who put them under a lot of pressure because Boateng is getting along in age. Alaba is normally a left back, but these guys seem to figure out how to really snuff guys out. But as I watch Bayern and I admire them, I admire this tactic, I admire this approach. Someone's bound to get them. Someone's bound to get them. you know, someone got them in the DFB Pokal Cup. That's when they're out of the cup. Leipzig are right behind them. Leipzig were top of the table going into this game, so Leipzig are right behind them. So Bayern will still win the Bundesliga, but Leipzig are making it interesting. So, but look, I said again, look, at least Dortmund, I wish we had Sancho and Reina in this game, because I look at that game and say, my God, imagine if Sancho and Reina were in this game. Because Torgan Hazard, he did his thing because he was very key for that second goal. But over 90 minutes, Sancho and Reina would have brought more quality on the counter, more quality in the transition. And I think you can see under hits, Dortmund, I think, are a bit more dangerous with the ball. When they had the previous dude, that's why they were getting bent over and just completely decriminalized. They were getting fully decriminalized and inducted when they were under the previous manager. But under this guy, it was definitely a much more impressive Dortmund performance. So I'm actually more impressed because it's 4-2. They're up 2-0, but they're missing key guys. But look, it is what it is. Bayern Munich, I still think they're going to win the league. But you've got to say to yourselves that, for any people insulting the Bundesliga, abusing it, Premier League fans, you can't really say much because a lot of your key games have been complete gutter trash. But this is a game in which, guys, shut up and shut up, man. All right, man. Let's see what should I say, man. I'll take some of your cues, man. So hit me, man. So this is, in my opinion, the best part about Bayern, his ability to score any amount of goals at will, irrespective of their defensive frailty. Yeah, no, look, I think about Bayern is whether it doesn't matter what kind of defensive setup you have, whether it's a deep block, high ball, because the thing about them is that they can hit you on the wing, they can go direct, they can look for the cross, they can look for the little 1-2 passes, they can look for the cutback. So, and that's why I said about the beauty of Coman, Gnabry, and Sané. There are three very different kinds of wide men, and they give you something different. Coman is a guy who is very nimble and tricky, and it's like he's like an old school traditional winger, always looking to try to get the cross off. Sané, very dangerous, very direct, very very skillful, and the best 1v1. Gnabry, that he's perhaps the best kind of goal scorer out there, and the guy in which who can really find that pop up and get goals, but he balances within crossing and getting goals for himself. So, and you have Lewandowski, who is a goal scoring freak. You have Thomas Muller, who is an extremely smart player off the ball. You've got Goretzka, who now brings you the threat through the center. You have Davis on the flank, who is excellent at really getting to the Bayern across. So when you can hit teams on the wide, in the center, through the striker, through the wide man, through the attacking midfielder, through the number 10 and so forth, there isn't really a defensive plan that can say what's up to you. So even if you face a deep block, eventually, just by the war of attrition, just how they're hitting boys in and they're going direct and they're not really religiously sticking to an aesthetic, they will eventually get that ass. But that defense can be got. Thank you for the thank you for the dog hanging about. Levi actually going to get the record. 10 goals, 10 games, 10 matches left. So he's on 30 goals right now. And okay, so I think they play 34 games. This guy, he could very much easily finish with 40 Gs. Because the guy is scoring a goal a game. It's a goal a game. So, I mean, it is quite scary, this guy's goal consistency. I don't care whether it's a freaking Bundesliga or whatsoever. His goal consistency that he's doing is absolutely insane, man. So, it's madness, man. 24 games, 31 goals. Madness. Absolute madness, man. If you're 2-0 up, you have no excuses. Um, this is different. Being 2-0 up earlier on in the first half and you're double missing key players against a team like Bayern, different. But being 3-0 up, going into second half, and your AC Milan against Traore, Steve Finnan, and Vladimir Spitzer, that's a different ballgame. So it depends on what context you're talking about with regards to how they were leading the game, man. So it's just Haaland was injured. Aha. My thing is, because I remember, because I saw them. I think he had like bruising on his ankle, because you actually saw like I think you saw like red blood on the back of his ankle, and he was being massaged. So I was thinking that, was it an injury, or was it that he's looking a bit funny, take him off? So I do think it's a combination. I think it's a case of he wasn't injured, he could have played on, but rather than make it go worse, bring him, because like he didn't look like he was in pain or discomfort. But I just think that he may have motioned to the guy, say, "Oh, I'm feeling a bit iffy." He was like, "Oh, bro, we got Sevilla on Tuesday. Bet, all right, remove him. Let's just keep going, man." So because we definitely don't want him to be injured, man. Totally awesome, man. Thank you for the amazing performance. But the defense is suspect. Here's the thing, man. Like, very good performance, especially by the attack. Great reaction. But those first 10, 12 minutes, man, Dortmund really exposed Bayern. It could have very easily been 3-0 up. I mean, the first goal, it is what happens. It's a deflection, but it's a good initiative by Haaland. Second goal, you really open up the Bayern defense, because how easily Dortmund just switched the ball, put the Bayern defense under pressure. Hazard was put into an attacking area, easy cuts back, Haaland, boom, 2-0. And there were many opportunities, because as we were viewing it, the transition was always on. 3-on-3, 4-on-2, and so forth. If Dortmund just had better quality, better composure, and were able to make better decisions, we could have been looking at 3-0. And at 3-0, I think that's game over. At 3-0, I think that's game over. But Dortmund definitely had Bayern on the ropes. The game was very, very open. And I just said that, if Dortmund had either gotten the third goal or gone into halftime 2-0 or 2-1 up, they'd have been in a great position. But I'm sorry, man. If Dortmund can do that and put Bayern defense on the ropes like that, what could a full-strength PSG do, or a full-strength Real Madrid do? Specifically with Vinicius, man. But they got the dub, man, They got the dub, man. Shout out to Football Hub member Whimsical Thoughts. Shout out to Football Hub member Whimsical Thoughts. What do you think about this ban against City? I'm rooting for City, but not in that confident. I think it'll be a great game. It'll be a great game. I don't know who would win, but that would be a great game. Like, literally, I have no idea who could go. I want to see the City defense against this Bayern attack, and will City be able to move the ball as quickly and as, because how City are great moving the ball, but can they move the ball out as quickly and as direct? Because that's how you beat these Bayern guys. It's not about, you being pass the ball and move the ball around. It's like you have to look up and quickly hit that direct straight ball over the top. But could be a great game. But it was not. But it was a good game to watch, man. It was a good game to watch, man. So the two early goals are the only reason this game ended like a contest. Bayern made Dortmund look like the mid-table side that they are. Kimmich Goretzka absolutely bossed this game in midfield. But you can't deny them those two early goals. Like, you still have to give credit to Dortmund for getting those two early goals, because 100% that's what made it a contest, But you can't just ignore that because Dortmund, by the virtue of Haaland's quality and initiative for the first goal and the great play and great build up for the second goal, you've got to give them the dub in the way that they found that G, man. So yeah, man. But and look, I say for Dortmund, things are looking pretty messed up. Because if you're looking at the league right now, man, I mean, let's pull this up for you guys, man. Look at that. So Dortmund are sixth, 39 points. So what's 40, 41, 42, 43? They have 4 points. I mean, it's still there, but they're 4 points behind Frankfurt. But look at that. That's quite. I mean, when last were Wolfsburg up there? So you go Wolfsburg and Frankfurt up in there, man. But look at that. Leipzig, 2 points behind. They've won their last five games, man. So, shout out to your boy Nagelsmann. But for Dortmund, man, it ain't looking great, bro. Look at that. These guys, they've lost 9 times. They've lost 9 times. So Bayern have always had a weak defense, but Bayern is not a defensive team; they're an attacking team. They will outscore you. Look, it's a great philosophy to have, and it works for them very well. But it's dangerous. But like as I said again, like if it has been so effective for you, why stop? But the thing about it is that you will always have a chance against Bayern. So, which is why the games they play will be very interesting. Now, obviously, if they played against an Atletico Madrid, that would be an interesting game. Hence why I would have liked to have seen a Bayern Atletico final would have been quite interesting in terms of, okay, what do they now do against a similar team now sits back, they are now the defensive and are now looking to now counter punch it, but have so many men behind. But against a PSG, basically like a Bayern Real game, a Bayern City game would be crazy because it will be fully open and fully end to end. But look, man, they will keep by it. They have sworn by it and they will keep by it. But just when I just looked at what Dortmund will do, I said, how can nobody beat these guys? How can nobody beat these guys? So it's credit to them that they're able to be so risky and really play and put themselves out there with such a highland and go so full on attack. Because look, it makes the games very entertaining to watch. And I think Bayern are a very entertaining team. So and the thing is that, people say, oh, entertaining, but you end up losing. So the fact that Bayern are entertaining, very attacking, create loads of chances, and they win makes them, you have to admire the philosophy and the tactic that they use. Because the key thing is this. It's one thing to be all out attack, but the key thing is that they win. They end up winning, And I say again, if Europe allows them to play this way and go ahead and just attack their way to another CL, bruh. That's the thing, man. So you guys are now hating on Vinicius, man. Do I hate on Vinicius, man? What will Bayern's defense be next year with Alaba and Boateng out? Well, they'll recruit someone. They'll definitely be on the hunt. So obviously, what was I about to say? So you still got Pava there. You still got Hernandez there, who I think Hernandez can play in the sense that Pava began as a central defender. But they're going to go out and just hunt for someone else. As they always do. They'll go out and recruit. Recruit. That's what they're going to do. Shout out to boy Richard, man. Bayern trashed Atletico 4-0. That's in the group stage. What happens in a group stage game could be very different from what happens in a knockout game. Because group stage, okay, you're filling each other's out. It's early, and you have a second chance. Playing in a final, that is a whole other ball of wax, man. That's a whole another ball of wax, man. So don't just judge Atletico by how they fed against them in the group. Don't do that. Don't do that. If they face each other in the final, it's going to be different, man. But look, I said Bayern. Yes, Upamecano. I think, yeah. So shout out to you, boy Rahul. Bayern, yeah, they go Upamecano. Who I think, they'll probably bring him, refine him, clean up his game and so forth. So that's another quality the defender who was highly touted. I mean, he has sort of declined a little and not been that much on form, but the amazing talent is still there. So that is a great acquisition by Bayern Munich, man. So look, as I said again, look, man, I love how Bayern play. I admire how Bayern play. And it's put a lot of pressure on the attack because the attack now know that, all right, look, man, we could be 1-0 down. We could be 2-0 down. But we have to get these goals. We've got to get these goals up. Because I see every tactic has its advantage and disadvantage. Tiki-taka. The whole thing about tiki-taka is you always know that you have that ball over the top based on how many guys that they need in the opposing area. Okay, if you go pragmatic, that means that you can really go out and attack a team without them really shoving you that much in transition. This Bayern Munich thing is that boom, it's very difficult to defend. It's very hard to defend based on just how much chemistry they have and how quickly they move the ball around and just how aggressively they attack you. Because as a defender, because you see, if let's say you're playing like a Man City or like a old school Barcelona, there are loads of passes, so you can sort of settle yourself down and try to think about how to intercept. But the reason how Bayern play, which is a German way, is less reliant on loads of passes, but it's okay, what is the most dangerous pass to play? What is the most penetrative ball to play? And especially when you're looking at Coman, Gnabry, and Sané, they're just attacking you. They're hitting you. So it is that incessant, consistent aggression that makes it very hard, because once you just have that sustained attack, eventually you're going to break and eventually you'll be breached, man. What is it that they're saying, man? And also, people are talking about Sule, man. Shout out to Sule, because I was a big critic of him when he was put in defense. Like, this guy looks a bit cumbersome, a bit awkward. At right back, this guy is, wow. And it's just one of those things. I think it just shows another bit about this Bayern team. Alaba, he lost his place as left back to Alphonso Davies. So I was like, oh my gosh, wow. He's going to get back into the team. Flick was like, okay, look, bro, come into central the defense. Has fitted in there like a glove. Sule struggled a little bit at central defense, made a few mistakes. All right, boom, let's go into right back. The guy was freaking Seca, Cafu, Carlos Alberto against Lazio. And now, Flick was like, wait a minute, I think we could have an interesting right back there. So you now know that, okay, I can now put Pava there, but I can also put Sule out there as well. So it is a great thing to have where as a manager, rather than we've got to go out into the markets and buy city players for the different positions. Oh no, look, you can play multiple positions. All right, I remember. So you now have Pava right back, you have Kimmich who can be a right back, and now you have Sule who can be a right back. It is a great thing to have if you have several players at several different positions, man. Shout out to your boy Raku Ken. Thank you, man. Thank you for the dub. Bayern are mentality monsters. They never give up. You better take all your chances against them. And that is the key thing. If you don't take your chances, Bayern will beat you. It is pretty much as simple as that. You don't take your opportunities, they will beat you. They will beat you because they will eventually score. And when you have such a profound belief in scoring, you've got one of the best goal scorers on the planet in Lewandowski. You have some of the most effective wingers in Coman, Gnabry, and Sané. They will eventually get that ass. I told you, like, Goretzka can get you, Sané can get you, Gnabry can get you, Coman can get you, Muller can get you, Kim can get you, Lewandowski can get you, Davies can also supply as well. So you're being hit from all angles. Law of averages, if you're getting hit by the striker, the attacking midfielder, the number 10, the two wingers, the left back, you're gonna fold. You're gonna fold, And it was a story against PSG. PSG, you didn't take your chances, but we're like, all right, when our chance comes, we're gonna take it. If you don't take your chances, we will take that chance eventually. We will. And I think high level for football, the highest level is about being clinical. It's about being clinical. You can have hundreds, and I think for Hansi Flick is like, fine, we will give these guys their chances. We'll give them their opportunities. We believe that with Neuer, he's going to make a few key saves. All right, we go down 1-0, 2-0. We believe that whatever the scoreline is, we will find those goals. So I'm just looking at this very close. If these guys react and win it playing this way, then I think that would be quite incredible. Ooh, Lazio are winning. Lazio are winning. Oh Lord. So I think I better go into watch that Lazio game, man. All right, guys, man. All right, so guys, remember, look, we'll talk more about this on the Hangouts tonight, man. So guys, please like the vid, hit the subscribe button, please. Like and subscribe, subscribe. Hit me, join up in the links below, become a part in all that beautiful stuff by joining in the link below and so forth. And yeah, man, guys, peace out, stay true. I'll see you guys on the Hangout tonight. Join us on the Hangout, and we're going to be discussing all of this and all the great topics tonight on the Hangout, man. So guys, peace out, stay true, stay real. Dortmund, at least you put forth a good, brave fight. But at the end of the day, the Bayern monster, the Bayern machine continues to run on through, and these guys continue to get those G's. Lewandowski, you're a goal-scoring phenom, man. My Lord in heaven, that's crazy. Peace out. Become a Patreon member. Get access to my blog, get access to exclusive videos, and also get access to the podcast of the Saturday and the Sunday Hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfup to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy, HH.